EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Today, the first of 3 on this Wildcard Sunday. It's our visiting team and our home team. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Houston. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready? Go. 19.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Stop low, 18. Read the look. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Forced to his right.
Ready?
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Come on. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Going up top. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 90 yards. It's a touchdown.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready, set.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Top 60.
They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of
That's
12
the
brings
linebacker,
up
Nick
third down.
Bonito. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up 4th down.
To number 38. A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
70, tracking 60. 19 tight. 19, 79 Broncos.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Play is a turnover on downs.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's a big run by Robinson. An even 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing now from the gun. Moving to his right. Taking off. And he will score! Touchdown, Broncos. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Curve 19, Curve 19, go!
He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Johnson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors 70, ready,
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll air it out down the middle to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco leading. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. It is a touchdown.
I think so often, Mike, we put so much stock, and really unnecessarily so, in how strong all these quarterbacks' arms are. Because for most throws, it doesn't really matter, but tell you what, for this last throw, there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can not only throw it that far, but be that accurate. And you got a receiver with some speed that can get a step or two on the defender, throw it up, and it results in 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? Count 79 Broncos.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment.
Ready, break. Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. This one is hot. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Golden Eagles draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go. 7.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Rolling right. He'll take off again. And he'll get this up close to a first down, working it to the 33-yard line.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll air one out. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
They'll take this down to the 23. Brandon Jones, a former Dolphin, up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Let's go. Ready?
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out to his right. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown San Antonio. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Get it.
Driver start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Ready. 60.
Reset.
Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 22
They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there? You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. 70. Kill. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Cowboy 80.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
70 Timberwolf. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates. Bronco 80. Warrior 70. Ready,
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Going for it all. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Come on. 79. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC Wildcard game.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacting the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll get this out wide. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to the air one more time. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
47-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk, Cougar 19. Cub 19, Cub 19, Warrior 70. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 2nd and 2.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready? 19 tight, 18 Pioneers.
Neighbors in motion.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Street. Let go.
They run over center with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Let's go. Go.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go. 19 Tiger. 9.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Quarterback sack. A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Ready. Classic Cook 19.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Come on. Set. Crack up Warriors. 70. Broncos. Dragon 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
On the run to the right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
The RPO. That one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds, but has the first down. They took the chance, threw it on 4th down, and they end up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check, Panther.
Robinson. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On the 6.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. One more time, it's Robinson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point, up and good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
He'll swing this out to Johnson, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready?
Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
Come on. Set. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check out.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, Trap 60. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, San Antonio. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
The kicker on
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead.
Broncos 42. Golden Eagles 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Tag! 70, 70. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Go!
Back to throw. Forced to his right. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Here we go. Cowboy 8.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Buffalo 18. Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Another run here for Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get